Have you ever had one of those days where the world just feels a little too heavy? Where you scroll through the news and it's just one bad thing after another? Well, today, I've got a story for you that's like a warm hug for your soul. It's a powerful reminder that even in the toughest of times, a single act of kindness can change everything. This isn't a made-up fairy tale. It's a real story from a real person, shared on Reddit, that touched the hearts of hundreds of thousands of people. Our story begins with a Reddit user who found himself in an incredibly difficult situation. He was homeless. Now, let's just pause there for a second. Homelessness isn't just about not having a roof over your head. It's a constant state of uncertainty, stress, and vulnerability. It's worrying about where you'll sleep, where your next meal will come from, and how you'll stay safe. It's a struggle that can feel isolating and endless. For our protagonist, this was his daily reality. He was working, trying to keep his life together, but he was living out of his car. Every day was a battle, trying to maintain a sense of normalcy while facing such immense hardship. Imagine going to work, putting on a brave face, and interacting with colleagues, all while knowing that at the end of the day, your car is your only sanctuary. It takes an incredible amount of strength and resilience. This was the life he was living, a hidden struggle that his coworkers likely knew nothing about. And this is where our story takes a beautiful turn. One of his colleagues, let's call him the hero of our story, noticed something was off. We don't know the exact details of how he found out, but what matters is what he did next. This coworker didn't just offer words of sympathy. He didn't just say, "Oh, that's tough, I hope things get better." He took action. He approached our Reddit user and made an offer that would completely change his life. He said he had a spare room in his house and offered it to him. Just like that. No strings attached, no complicated arrangements. It was a simple, direct offer of a safe place to live. Can you even imagine the relief that must have washed over him at that moment? After so long of living with constant uncertainty, a door was literally opening for him. But the kindness didn't stop there. This is what makes this story so incredibly special. The coworker didn't just hand him a key and say, "Good luck." He understood that moving, even from a car into a room, can be a challenge when you're at your lowest point. So, he helped him move his belongings. He physically helped carry his things into his new room, turning an empty space into a home. This act of service, of physically being there and helping with the heavy lifting, speaks volumes. It's one thing to offer a resource, but it's another thing entirely to invest your own time and energy to help someone get back on their feet. And then, it gets even better. On that very first night, after everything was moved in, the coworker did something that truly sealed this act of profound compassion. He shared a meal with him. He didn't just point to the kitchen and say, "Help yourself." He cooked or ordered food and they ate together. Think about the significance of that. Sharing a meal is one of the most fundamental human experiences. It's about connection, community, and welcoming someone into your life. For someone who had been isolated by his circumstances, this shared meal was more than just food. It was a symbol of acceptance, of friendship, and of a new beginning. It was a clear message: you are not alone. You are welcome here. Overwhelmed with gratitude and joy, our Reddit user did what so many of us do when we experience something incredible. He shared it online. He posted his story on the subreddit r/MadeMeSmile. The post was simple but powerful. It included a picture of his new room, a clean, safe space with a bed and his things neatly arranged. The caption detailed the incredible kindness he had just received from his coworker. He shared his journey from living in his car to having a room, all thanks to one person's compassion. The response was immediate and overwhelming. The Reddit community, often known for its wit and cynicism, was completely captivated by this display of pure human goodness. The post skyrocketed to the top of the platform. The upvotes started pouring in 10,000, 50,000, 100,000. In a very short time, it amassed over 220,000 upvotes. That's nearly 250,000 people who were touched by this story, who clicked that little orange arrow to say, "This matters. This made my day better." The comments section became a waterfall of positivity. People from all over the world chimed in. Many shared their own stories of hitting rock bottom and being helped by a kind stranger or a friend. Others praised the coworker, calling him a true hero and an inspiration. Some offered words of encouragement to the original poster, wishing him the best on his new path. The entire thread became a celebration of kindness, a testament to the fact that people are genuinely good and want to see others succeed. One user wrote, "This is what humanity should be about, not just looking out for ourselves, but lifting each other up." Another commented, "Your coworker is a legend. We need more people like him in the world." Many comments highlighted how the story restored their faith in humanity, providing a much-needed dose of hope in a world that can often feel dark and divided. The post wasn't just a story, it became a phenomenon, a digital campfire where people gathered to warm themselves by the glow of human decency. So why did this particular story resonate with so many people? I think it's because it's so raw and relatable. Many of us have felt vulnerable at some point in our lives. We've all needed help, and we all hope that if we were ever in a similar situation, someone would extend a hand to us. The story taps into a deep, universal desire for community and compassion. It shows us the kind of person we all aspire to be, the one who helps without hesitation. The coworker's actions were a masterclass in effective kindness. He didn't just solve the immediate problem of housing, he addressed the emotional and practical needs as well. By helping him move, he eased the physical burden. By sharing a meal, he cured the loneliness. He treated him not as a charity case, but as a fellow human being, a friend. He gave him dignity, respect, and a solid foundation from which to rebuild his life. This story also serves as a powerful lesson. It shows that you don't need to be a billionaire or a superhero to make a world-changing impact on someone's life. Sometimes all it takes is noticing, caring, and offering what you can. The coworker didn't solve global homelessness. He solved homelessness for one person, and for that one person, it meant everything. It's a reminder that small, individual acts of kindness create ripples that can spread far and wide, as evidenced by the hundreds of thousands of people who were inspired by his actions online. It challenges us to look around in our own lives. Is there someone in our circle, a coworker, a neighbor, a friend who might be struggling in silence? We may not always know the full extent of someone's situation, but we can always choose to be a source of kindness and support. We can offer a listening ear, a helping hand, or maybe even a shared meal. We all have a spare room of sorts, whether it's a literal room, a seat at our dinner table, or just a little space in our busy lives to show someone we care. As the Reddit user settles into his new life, he carries with him not just the security of a home, but the profound knowledge that someone cared enough to change his world. And his coworker? He probably just went about his life, not seeking any recognition, content in knowing he did the right thing. But thanks to that one Reddit post, his simple act of kindness has become a beacon of hope for millions. It's stories like these that remind us what truly matters. It's not about wealth or fame. It's about human connection. It's about empathy. It's about the incredible power we all hold to make someone's life a little bit brighter. So let's take a page out of this coworker's book. Let's be the reason someone smiles today. Let's be the reason someone's faith in humanity is restored. Thank you for watching and for letting me share this incredible story with you. If it made you smile, be sure to like this video and subscribe for more uplifting content. And please, share in the comments what this story meant to you, or if you've ever experienced a life-changing act of kindness. Let's keep this wave of positivity going. Until next time, take care and look out for one another.